happened, but it looks like I lost my connection on this end. All of a sudden, it just said it was unable to connect to chat and it ended. So that was weird. I don't know. Did it just freeze up on you? I don't know what happened. Never had that happen here. My internet's usually pretty reliable. Oh, you could hear and see me at the end? Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, because it just all of a sudden the messages stopped. Stopped scrolling, and I had a little thing at the end that said they couldn't connect with chat. So I thought I'd lost you, but it was funny because it still said I was live and the clock was counting. So I don't know. We're back again. We'll see if it happens again. It might have just been a glitch. It happens. See, Bite's back now. There he is doing his sexy pose here, right? Yeah, that's funny. I don't know what happened. Just it froze on my end. The clock kept saying that I was still live, but yeah, I don't know what happened. That was weird. Anyway, let's see. What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about what happened with my dad. I guess the story is that they kicked him out of the hospital on Valentine's Day and then put him on into a rehab place. And he was only there for a couple of days. And I guess on Monday night there was some problem. He was bleeding. There was some blood in his stool, and they decided it was enough of a problem that um, they wanted to take him into the hospital, and so they did that. I'm just looking at the comment here. Chatterbug time. I think that's Beth, who's taking care of Flash. I know because I know Beth is Chatterbug, so that's the first time I've ever seen her stop in. Hey Beth, how you doing? But anyway, they sent him into the hospital, and then I think it was Tuesday. I got a call from him when we were kind of getting serious about moving into the apartment with my mom, and I got a call from him, and he said basically the doctors had told him that they think there's some sort of an infection in his lower intestine, and they were really concerned about it. And basically, what he said that was that they had told him that it was really serious and they wanted to do surgery, and there was a really high risk he might not survive the surgery. And then he said, but if I don't do something, there's a very high risk I won't survive that either. So he said, I'd like you to come in and bring mom and bring my sister Brenda in so we could talk about this and figure out what we're going to do. And so we all kind of basically dropped what we were doing and went in, and he had surgery right then and there. And then while he was in the middle of surgery, I went out and recorded that one video where, it's called a prayer request, and uploaded that. That was the first time I'd ever recorded a video where I didn't edit it, where I just recorded it on the phone and uploaded it from the phone. And then I did another one the second time when the surgery, right after the doctor came down, just to kind of let everyone know what was going on. And it's just has been going on since then. He's been in ICU since he got out of the hospital or got out of surgery. And my understanding, he went back into a regular room. He's out of ICU now, went back into a regular room today. So, that's what I know. He's improving every day. He was still really out of it yesterday, according to my sister. He was pretty out of it last night when they visited him. And he is, I guess, improving. So it's getting better every day, but it's just going to be a long, long trip, long road to get back to normal. So yeah, I'm glad everyone's kind of meeting Beth here. Looks like she created an account just so she could participate in the conversation. That's cool. Yeah, I've been looking forward to seeing her pop on here for a long time. So, yeah. Hey, Beth. Hey, everyone. This is Beth. She's Chatterbug time. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the internet. It just froze on my end, I guess. A lot of you were saying that, yeah, you kept broadcasting, and you could hear me and see me, but the comments stopped. So I don't know. Something glitched. Yeah, Kathy, on that first video, I mean, I had to stop recording in the middle of it because I was in the verge of like tearing up. I'd been able to stay strong through the whole thing, but when I was talking to you guys about it, it was really hard to do. So that's why that video was short because I got out the information I could get out, and then I had to stop. But yeah, we're glad that he's on the mend now. So that's really good news. Keep the prayers coming because they mean a lot. I know I've said that over and over again, but I'm going to keep saying it over and over again because it's true. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good at objectifying things like that, but like I said, when I had to get up there and when I started to start talking about it on camera, that's when it really hit me. When does my job start? My job starts a week from Monday. Actually, what they did, I got a call from the HR manager of the company middle of last week. Basically, they said at the time that they were actually surprised how quickly the background screening and drug screening got done. And they actually asked me if I could start this Monday, like 2 days from now, Monday. And I said, yeah, that'd be great. I'm in California right now, but I'll be back on Friday. And I could easily start on Monday. And they said, oh, well, we need you to take a physical before you can start. And so maybe that won't work. So we'll just have to have you start next week. But, they wanted me to start in 2 days. So that would have been very cool if that could have happened. But that's okay. We'll start next week. Give me a little time to get ready. I got a lot of stuff I got to do to get ready for that. I think I want to go get my hair cut a little bit so I look nice and professional on my first day. Got to go buy some clothes too. Last job I had at Disney, Disney provided the work clothes, so I have to go buy some clothes that'll look nice. And I don't know what exactly the dress code is, but I know that I know that the guy that interviewed me was wearing a ratty pair of jeans. So, you know, I went out and bought a couple pairs of brand new blue jeans today. So I'll be ready for that. Did I know about the physical? No, I didn't, Beth. I mean, I knew about it a week ago when they told me that they'd hired me, and but I knew that they wanted me to take one, and they gave me all the details on how to do that. But um, you know, I just figured I'd have this coming week to do it. So it's really a simple process. Basically, I can just go in whenever I'm available, sometime next week, and just tell them who I am, and we'll go from there. So okay, so I learned how to pronounce Micah's name here. It's Micah, right? Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate the congratulations. It means a lot to me. Yeah, I'm really excited. This has been a long time coming. I've been wait. I'll tell you, I've been waiting for so long to be able to come on and do a video and uh, be able to say, hey, I got a job. So Flash was up on her own today, huh? That's interesting. I don't know exactly what the job entails yet, so I won't. I won't know exactly, but it sounds like I'm going to be working on a like on an assembly line kind of environment. I don't want to give you too much details, but yeah, like I said, I've been waiting for a long time. In fact, the video that I shot where I told you that, I actually ended up shooting that video three times here. Hang on a second, somebody's at the door. Give me a second. Hey, what's up? What's up? Oh, nice. Get some people all over here. Okay, must be fresh. That must be me. Yeah, no one else here. Oh, okay, well, y'all gonna go. Regular mailman, I guess, a couple of weeks. Okay. Y'all ain't got one now. It's whoever carries the route. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. You too. Sorry, mailman. We got a package from Jordan. So let's see. I think I know what it is because he told me he was sending me something like this. Gotta be careful because can't show you the envelope because it has my name and address and his name and his address on it. But I think I know what it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, he told me about this. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, he got this that's cool. I'm glad I'm going to get to show you this. It's a Texas flag autographed by Willie Nelson. He said he got me this at the show the other night. Well, a couple weeks ago. He talked to me about it then. And it comes in a Willie Nelson bag, Willie Nelson for president. And I got a bandana covered with pot leaves. Awesome. That's great. Willie's Reserve. That's awesome. And a couple of flyers. Oh, from places he went. John Wayne Birthplace and Museum. I guess he did a vlog on that. And Groundhog Day from Woodstock, Illinois. I'll have to look those up here. And then what else we got here? Oh, awesome. He also sent me a Mr. Spock beer cozy. Says Star Trek on the back of it. That's awesome. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate that. And like I said, he told me about the Willie Nelson flag. All the rest of that is a surprise. So that's awesome. He's not even watching, but yeah, Jordan just sent me that. So that's a trip. Yeah, you never know what you're going to see when you come on and do a live stream here. That just completely unplanned. All of a sudden, the mailman knocks on the door. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm really pleased about that. Can't wait to look through that stuff. Yeah, like I said, I got to be careful because addresses are on the envelope here, so don't want to do that. But that's all that is really great stuff. So thank you, Jordan. Even though he's not here right now, he's not watching at the moment. That's a trip that happened on when I was on the live stream. Every once in a while I'll get some like noise from the neighbors or something like that. I think that's the first time I've ever actually had to answer the door. Live long and prosper. Hi, John. Yeah, no worries stopping in late or coming in late here. Not a big deal. My dad is improving. As you know, he had surgery on, I don't know, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't even keep track anymore. It's all kind of blended together. But he came out of the surgery. It turned out to be a lot less of a serious problem than they thought it was. It was just an abscess, and basically they drained it and he's been out of it for the last couple of days, but he's been kind of slowly coming back. And the big issue was that he was like sedated for the first couple of days, and so it was like on Thursday, I think it was, that they stopped sedating him for the first time after the surgery, and he was slowly beginning to kind of come out of it a little bit. My sister went and visited. My sister, and my mom went and visited him yesterday, and they said he's continuing to recover at this point. He's still got the breathing tube in, but he's breathing on his own, and he's off the sedation, and he's starting to come up, wake up a little bit and be more responsive. They said his eyes were open yesterday, and that he was, kind of shaking his head in response to things, and moving his fingers and stuff like that. So, that's it's improving. He's improving very much, and he's getting a lot better. And they've got him out of ICU, which is really great news. And so we're just it's just a waiting game now. That's all. That's all it's going to be. Well, Flash is always eating, so that doesn't surprise me that she, by the way, Flash is a she, is hungry. But I don't think it's necessarily because she's up from hibernating. She just, she eats all the time. So yeah, you don't really even need to do a whole lot with her, Beth. She'll just graze on your lawn. But if you have fruits or veggies that you don't have, you don't get to use up or something like that, she'll love that. She loves strawberries, she loves apples, bananas, basically any fruit that you can come up except citrus. And she likes veggies too. Just about anything you can think of, she'll eat it. Angela's 129. Okay, we got her up 10. Yeah, Jordan's a good buddy. You get no argument from me. Yeah, after I move into a house, I'll definitely come and get Flash. We'll move her out here. That's one of the things I want to do is make sure I have a big enough yard so that she has a lot of time to a lot of areas to explore. What time did I start the live stream today? I don't know exactly because we had a little technical problem about 20 minutes ago, and I had to stop the one that was a little over an hour in and start a second one. So if I were guessing, I would say I started probably about 2 o'clock, but I don't remember exactly. She didn't want the strawberries you gave her. Well, maybe she wasn't it wasn't hungry or something. She's also a little weird. It's one of those things you have to kind of put the strawberries in front of her and then kind of walk away. She's uh, she's very shy, and you'll figure that out. And so sometimes, if you're there and you're moving around, she'll see you and she'll just pull into her shell. But if you put, but if you like, if you walk up to her, put like a strawberry like 12 inches in front of her, and then walk away, and then kind of keep your distance and stay still, then she'll probably come out. And when she pulls out of her shell, then she'll go munch on it because she loves strawberries. There was I mentioned this I think a couple times, but I don't know if Beth has ever heard this story. There was a time she got out of the yard and walked down to the end of the street I lived on, went down to the end of a cul-de-sac at the end of that street, and hung out in somebody's front yard. They found her, brought her in the backyard. They already had a tortoise, so which was kind of interesting. And they had a young daughter who was probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old, just a little kid, and she used to love feeding Flash strawberries whenever she could. And when I got her back after a couple of days, Flash's face was literally just stained red from all the strawberries she'd been fed. So I know she loves strawberries. Yeah, yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do because if you're there and she's aware of you and you're moving at all, then she'll just kind of hide in her shell for a while, and or maybe try and get away from you. But if, like I said, if she sees you, she pulls into her shell. You put a strawberry right in front of her, like 12 inches in front of her, and then walk away and just kind of keep your distance and kind of stay still. Once she kind of calms down and wakes up, you know, she'll go check out the strawberry, and as soon as she finds it, she'll just munch on it. Flash is staying with Beth. In fact, the comment right above yours from Chatterbug Time, that's Beth. This is for her first time on the live stream. That's why we're kind of talking about it, because she took custody, I guess, of Flash today. And oh, okay, she is eating the strawberry. Okay, I read that wrong. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, she loves strawberries. Yeah, there's never going to be any argument about eating strawberries from her. That's probably her favorite thing in the world. But you know, any kind of fruit, any kind of vegetable, she's going to be good. I would maybe keep her away from like tomatoes. I don't know how good that is for her, but basically any other kind of vegetable, and most fruits except for citrus, she'll love that. Apples, you know, bananas. Heck, I've even seen her devour a piece of kale. You know, but if you have leftover salad, you know, or something like that, or maybe something, you know, lettuce or something that's become a little bit wilted, she'll love that. Have you met Beth? Yeah, Beth kind of co-starred in a couple of my adventure videos. When we did the zip lining, Beth was in that video with us. When we did what was the other one? The bungee jumping. I don't know if I included any of Beth's bungee jumps in that one, but she was on that, and you probably saw her a little bit in that video. And also a couple of months ago, when I went back to California, Beth went with us. Well, Beth invited me to Knott's Berry Farm, and I went with her and her niece and her nephew. So you probably saw her then. Okay, Beth's dog Moxie has just discovered Flash, and I think it's the first time Moxie has figured out that Flash is there. That's kind of funny. Moxie's barking at her. Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't remember if I put Beth's bungee jumps in the video, but you saw her probably on the hike in. Okay, and Kathy's saying, yeah, we did put her in there. Yeah, I bet you Flash would like mangoes too. I know she likes peaches, so mangoes, that kind of makes sense too. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Okay, Best confirming that too. I did that I included her bungee jump. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, Beth's been in a few of the videos. The one that we went to Knott's Berry Farm, I think I called it something to the effect of "I got double dog dared to do this" or something like that. And then, like I said, I pulled out old videos from the from when we bungee jumped in zip line, and Beth was the inspiration for all that, because in those at that point, you know, every year she liked to celebrate her birthday by going out on some type of adventure. And those are the kinds of things I would have always wanted to do, but probably never would have done on my own. So it was great to have Beth kind of get behind and provide the opportunity. You think Moxie would be scared of those stone owls? That's interesting. Because my mom mentioned specifically that she thought you might want those. Yeah, it was. If you go, Angela, if you go to the playlists, and I think there's a playlist called flashback videos, and the flashback videos are the two videos of me going and doing bungee jumping and ziplining with Beth. Yeah, I better put her in there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure, I included footage because, basically what I did, it was mostly about of the stuff I was doing, but it does make sense that I would have included her because I've talked about Beth so many times, and so got to include her in that. In fact, before I went to California this time, before all the craziness of my father, Beth wanted to take me out and do some geocaching. Beth is a big geocacher fan, and we were going to do a geocaching video, but it didn't work out this time. Maybe we'll try that next time. Yeah, I've got one more video of us going doing an adventure, and that was when we parachuted out of an airplane. And I may show that at some point too, but that one's going to be a little bit more complicated because there's going to be a copyright issue with that because the video they shot of it, they actually had somebody that jumped with us with a camera and they filmed us down, but you don't get the audio from the jump. You only get the video from the jump, and they put music in the background. And so I'm going to have to probably figure out some way to recut that to remove the audio so I don't get a copyright hit on it. It was music from Guided by Voices that I put in the background, but and Guided by Voices wouldn't block me from posting the video with the music on it because they're really cool about that. But what they would do is demonetize the video and send all the money to Bob. So I don't know. I would maybe consider doing a live stream with more than one person. I mean, I did one with Jordan at one time, and there was that time I had my father call in. But it would just be a matter of getting all the logistics done. I've noticed that Terry in Circles does like split screen videos, and I'm not sure exactly how she does that, but that would be kind of fun where she has different people at different locations, all kind of split screen on the monitor and doing that. That would be kind of interesting. It kind of looks like she goes to a third party website, and that allows them to break it up into different parts. But yeah, you're right, Beth. We were really, yeah, there was no time at all. I mean, we didn't even get the stuff done that we wanted to do. My mom wanted me to go over to her place and hang pictures, and we didn't even get to do that. So, oh, you've been on Terry's pages? Yeah, on one of her live streams. That's kind of cool. Yeah, parachuting and skydiving are the same thing. Yeah, it seems to me I looked at that at one point, and there was like a little burn-in image on the bottom of the screen that said what it was, and I looked it up. But it would be fun to do it, but it'd just be a matter of who would I get to be on here. Now she has gotten me to jump out of an airplane. Yeah, we did that a number of years ago. I have a video. I have digital video of that all. In fact, you know what? Maybe what I'll do when I get done with the live stream, I'll post the skydiving video on the Facebook page. Now that we have a Facebook page here, we can do that, right? Are we still live? I think we are. Are we still live? I'm not seeing any error messages. Yeah, yeah. John says we're still on, so Yeah, I'm never sure because when the text stops scrolling on the screen there, you never know. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're still on. That's good. I was worried there for a second. Last time, at least I saw like an error message said that I lost the connection, but yeah, that's kind of what we decided too, Beth. That it was more important to get. I was thinking she's going to get up the next morning, and it was going to be more important that we have dishes to eat from than that she have pictures to look at. Plus the fact I was kind of thinking that in an emergency, she could probably get some people, some of the maintenance people from the new apartment to help her hang pictures. All right, thanks for stopping in, Mark. Yeah, it was good to talk to you a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, Angela. That'd be fun to actually do, a multiple viewer or multiple poster live stream. Hey, Epic Paul's in the house. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? You got a new car. That's cool. That's funny. My mom sold her old car the other day. The Facebook page won't let you post anything on it. Oh, how rude. Well, like I said, I just became aware of the Facebook page, an hour or so ago. So I don't think I have any video of you peeing your pants. If I did, that would have gone live a long time ago, Beth. Right now, it's just my mom in the apartment. My dad's still in the hospital, but the day before, that day that I show up, I think the video that you saw last night, where I walked around the apartment and showed you at the inside of it for the first time. That day, my dad went down to the place, so he's seen the place, he's been in the place, and so he knows what it looks like. He just doesn't know what it looks like all filled up. But hopefully we'll get that updated at some point. I posted a little bit of video that I shot yesterday of the inside of the apartment as it looks sort of right now. I mean, it's kind of a mess in there right now, but um, it's a work in progress. So we're just gonna have to take the time. What's the name of the Facebook page? Yeah, one of my viewers, JRO, set up a Facebook fan page. As you may guess, it's called Escaping the Mouse. So just go to the search engine at the top of Facebook and type in Escaping the Mouse, and it was the first one to pop up when I looked. So let's see here. 35 people on it right now, and the picture is a picture of me with Bite. I don't know if you can see that. And then I guess this picture is J Rose caps. So is this category correct? Fan page? Yes. Gonna ask me a bunch of questions here, but yeah. So yeah, check that out. Subscribe to the Facebook page. I'll probably post some. I'll probably post some exclusive stuff to that from time to time. So, oh yeah, I figured you were totally kidding. Yeah, well, and she said she is gonna. My mom said she is gonna cook a little bit, but the option of being able to go down to the cafeteria for meals, she's really gonna like that. And she's already made a couple friends down there, and has basically an open seat at one of the tables if she wants to join the group. So yeah, I talked about that. I talked about escaping the mouse T-shirts in last week's live stream, and I was thinking I might go down and talk to. I saw there's like a T-shirt printing company in town here, and I wanted to talk to them about doing that and see what kind of things they do. It would be nice if it was like that company that Jordan used to deal with. what was it, Merch 5, where you basically just go online, you order it, they print the T-shirt and send it out to you. But I suspect this is probably more like you have the T-shirts printed out ahead of time and then you sell them. So what if we do something like that? Maybe we'll just do some like limited edition kind of things, and do it that way. And maybe take orders ahead of time so we can get the sizes right, get the exact number of T-shirts made. But like I said, I'm gonna try and figure that out. Maybe we'll work on it this week. Yeah, I'm thinking like a pre-order kind of thing. What I'll probably do is find out what it costs to get them printed, and it may be one of those things where we can get like a bulk discount. So if I say, hey, it's going to be $20 to do this, and then they come back and say, okay, we got a bulk discount, it's going to be $15, and nobody will complain. But we'll kind of figure that out. I'm going to go talk to them doing it this week. See what we can have. Yeah, I when I think of nursing homes, I think of more like the rehab facility my dad was in, which is literally that, a nursing home. This is more of a senior assisted living place. I don't think there's any doctors or nurses on staff. It's basically they're just dealing. The staff is just there to kind of help with kind of the day to day things. It's just a safe environment for seniors who are basically very independent enough to deal with the day to day things they need to on their own, but just need a kind of a safe environment, and maybe a little bit of help from time to time, maybe with meals and stuff like that. So thank you, Deborah Joy. I appreciate that very much. Very generous of you. And I appreciate that you keeping my dad in the prayers too. He's I know that when he gets out of it, he's going to really appreciate that. When we find out, when he finds out about all this, because the outpouring from all of you has just been overwhelming. We drove through, Jordan and I, when we went down to Austin. We drove to Austin a couple times when he was here in January. We drove through Round Rock, but I don't think we stopped. It's called Culver's. What is Culver's? Did we already overwhelm the Facebook page? That's crazy. Okay, we got our first troll of the day. Wow, boy, just all sorts of gunk here. Boy, these people are just, we bring out the winners, don't we? Whatever. Yeah, I think if you like the page, um, that stuff like that, then when somebody posts something, it'll appear on your timeline. But you can set it up so it doesn't give you like alerts or something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't even have to worry when someone posts something like that. You know, First off, when the handle is period blood milkshake, it's like you're not going to be getting the best of the best. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is going to be a winner. Yeah, he's gone. He's blocked. What he'll do is he'll just log in under another account. There's losers everywhere. If he spent half the time he did building his own channel that he does going and trolling others, he'd probably be able to support himself on this. But he's a loser, so whatever. Yeah, well, it looks like you set it up correctly, J-Ro. I don't see any problems with it. I see 40 people on it, and I see Beth is subscribed already. Since Beth is one of my Facebook friends, that pops up as on the list here. So it looks like it also has your telephone number, J-Ro. So you may want to delete that. I would highly recommend doing that because you don't want people calling you on the phone. I mean, unless you really want to get a telephone call from Period Blood Milkshake. Personally, I wouldn't, but yeah, maybe that's your thing. Yeah, I would definitely delete the telephone number off of there. I don't know if I can do anything with that from here. Yeah, that's something you're gonna have to do is go in and delete that. I didn't think I could because I'm not a moderator, so I don't have any control over that thing. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, I'll post some stuff up on there from time to time. Give you some exclusive you know, bite nibble photos here. You're 131. Okay, that's what were you? You were at 119 at the beginning, right? So you're up 12. That's cool. Yeah, probably what happened is somewhere along the line when you set up your own personal Facebook page, it you had your telephone number in there, and when you set up this thing, it just copied the number across. Yeah, you knew me. You knew me when I used to jump around on your playhouse. Yeah, the today is the get out the subscriber count for Angela's vlog. So if you haven't already, go check out Angela's vlog and subscribe. We're trying to boost up her subscriber. I wouldn't mind if we got it up to 140 today. Let's see if we can do that because she's got a great vlog. You got to check it out. It's called The Ange Endeavor, the ANG, like the first three letters of Angela, and then the word Endeavor, Endeavor, just like it is on the page right here. Check it out. Let's boost her subscribers. It's funny. It used to be when I was a kid. There was this televangelist that I'd see like on one of the PBS channels at night, and there's this kind of old, angry-looking guy with a long white beard and smoking a stogie, and I'd sit there and watch him. He'd make me laugh because he'd say, I'm not going to say another word until a certain number of donations come in, and then he'd just sit there and glare at the camera and smoke his cigar. I mean, that's kind of what I feel like right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else until we get Angela's subscriber rate to 140. Do I surf? No, no, not coordinated enough for that. Yeah, you're right. It might have been Dr. Gene Scott. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. I remember that guy. That guy made me laugh. Even when I was a kid, I used to watch that. I got two things now. Someone's saying Gene Scott. Someone's saying Drew Scott. We'll look them both up. Yeah, it's Gene Scott, definitely. Yeah, that's what he looks like right there. I remember this dude. He'd be sucking on a cigar, and yeah, that's definitely him. In fact, yeah, here's a picture of him with a pipe. So apparently he's a pipe smoker too. But yeah, I just remember I'd watch this guy. He'd be on TV, and he'd just sit there and glare at the camera, and he'd be smoking on a cigar and just sit there. And I'm not going to say a word until a certain amount of money comes in. It's like, geez. Yeah, I know. He always looked really angry. It's like you makes you wonder. Why people give money to that guy. But I guess people give money to anyone who asks for it. Yeah, let's go back to this thing here. 42 fans, so that's cool. We went from 5 to 42 in the space of what, an hour and a half. So I kind of keep my birthday kind of private. So yeah, it's not going to be one of those things. I'm a Taurus. That's as much as I'll give you on that. It's nothing personal. I just kind of keep my birthdays quiet. I don't know though. Beth knows when my birthday is. She might leak it. Oh yeah, I see Beth was talking about when I had birds here. She said she remembers something. I'm guessing she remembers me jumping on her playhouse in the backyard. I'm actually surprised that she forgot about that because that's the memory her mom always brings up. Okay, Dr. Scott died in February 2005. Doesn't surprise me. He was ancient when I'd watch him, and chain smoking those cigars that can't be healthy. Yeah, ever since Jordan was here in January, my subscriber rate has gone up about 300. So, you know, I'm kind of glad it's kind of getting to the point I think where YouTube is starting to is starting to recommend my videos a little bit more. There's a whole bunch of things you kind of have to deal with YouTube. One of the things, you may remember like a few months ago, I kept having problems. Like every one of my videos would be demonetized. Every one of my live streams, I'd get done with it, and the second it was over, it'd be demonetized. And it was really frustrating for a long time. And now that rarely happens anymore. So every one of the live streams, I'd get to done with it. You click the end stream button here, and you go and look at the video on the page. It's like, yeah, your video has been demonetized, and then you have to go through the trouble of having it reviewed before you can put it up again. And they always did, but you end up losing like 24 hours waiting for it to happen. Now that just doesn't happen anymore. It's it's the point now where I think it's just it's a fluke when it happens these days. It has happened once, I think recently, like in the last week or two, where one was demonetized, but In fact, I think it was last week's live stream was initially demonetized, and then but then I challenged it. Like a few minutes later, they remonetized it. So I don't think they even reviewed it. I think maybe there's just some sort of glitch or something like that. In fact, I've only ever had one video that they demonetized and it remained demonetized. And I guess it doesn't really surprise me that that one would have been that way. I probably should have known that. That was the one where I talked about that black kid that got lynched about 100 years ago, and that was a horrible video. So um, I'm not really surprised that they demonetized that. I can understand how a bunch of uh, advertisers wouldn't be interested in that. Yes, well, not necessarily childhood friends because I'm a little older than Beth, but Beth grew up in the house right behind the house I lived in, and so I knew her when she was young, and my sister used to babysit her and her sister, and they've been just been family friends her since Beth and her sister Catherine were born. So, did I ever watch Wally George? I can take that a step further. At the point Wally George was on the air, I was taking some classes on telecommunications at Golden West College, and I was actually in the audience of a Wally George show. Every once in a while, somebody who watches that show will see me in the audience. But yeah, that was fun. That was wild watching that. I think that particular show he had like some stripper on or something like that. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I would love to have the video of that one though. But yeah, it was what they did is they wanted to take us to two different shows to watch the taping of two different shows, and they basically said we want to show you how to do it the right way. We want to show you how to do it the wrong way. And they took us to a taping of the sitcom Growing Pains, and then they took us to the Wally George show. Honestly, they were both interesting, but I really enjoyed the Wally George show. No such thing as a dumb question. What does monetize mean? It means that I have the ability to put ads on it and collect revenue from it. See, that's how I make money doing the lives, doing the videos. Is when you watch an ad, I get paid for that. And so, I have to create enough content that people want to watch so that um, that they'll put ads on it. And what they insist is you got to have, a certain following before they'll let you monetize your channel. You can't just start a channel up immediately and monetize it. You have to have like 1,000 subscribers and I think 4,000 total view hours on your channel before you can monetize it. Is that a cat beside me? No, there's no cat beside me. There's this guy. This is a bear, a stuffed bear a friend of mine made for me many years ago. When I used to work in the CD world, I was the person that took tech calls at the company, and I can't tell you how many times somebody would call in and say, "I have a stupid question." I say, "Stop right there. There's no such thing as a stupid question. The stupid question is the one you don't answer, you don't ask." Um, so and then you get to the point where you do get the question. It isn't a stupid question. It's actually a really intelligent question. Wally George is on YouTube. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Golden West College and Golden West Radio Network are two different things. Although when I was on campus, who was it I saw? There was some celebrity that was attached to the campus, but it wasn't Gene Autry. And you have to go back and watch that video that I did when I walked around the campus of Golden West College when I was there, last summer, I guess. Because I think I did show it. It was I don't remember who it was. I'll have to go back and watch that myself. But one of the local PBS stations was broadcast from Golden West College campus, and I was on, on the in the telecommunications program for a short time while that was happening. Hi, Durf95. How are you? Yeah, see, Wally George, I think that was kind of, I think it was it wasn't, I don't think he was like a serious conservative Republican. I think that was just kind of the gimmick he played because you could tell he was in on the joke, you know. It wasn't a role he was, well, it was a role he was playing. It was just him pretending to be what he was. Because, I mean, let's face it, he knew who these people were. If he was that offended by it, he wouldn't brought them in. I don't know what happens if you don't watch a video but give it a thumbs up. I think it's the views that count though, because one of the pieces of information I get from YouTube is they call it retention rate, which is how much of the video someone watches. And the longer somebody stays with a video, the better it is because the more chance there is to see ads. And I think the revenue is all based on how many ads people watch. So it would seem to me that if you just thumbed up the video, but didn't watch it, I think that doesn't count. I don't know though. You tuned in late. How is my father? My father continues to improve slowly but surely. My sister and mom visited him yesterday. He's still got a breathing tube in, so he's, not talking yet, but he's more aware of his surrounding. His eyes were open. He was responding to my mom and my sister. He was kind of moving his hands around a little bit, and he's out of ICU now. He's back into just a regular hospital room. So, um, he's definitely on the mend, but it's going to be a slow process on this one. Um, Also, when do I start the new job? I start the new job on March 2nd. And actually, I've mentioned this a couple times, but since you're just coming in now here, what ended up happening, I got a telephone call from the HR manager of the company middle of last week. They actually said because the background check and the drug screening got done so quickly, they actually asked me if I would be interested in starting a week early, starting this Monday, 2 days from now, Monday. And it turned out it wasn't going to work out because since I was in California at the time, I wasn't going to be back in time to do it. And because they wanted me to take a physical before I start. And I came back from California last night and I got in about 7 o'clock. So it was just too late to do a physical. So it really, basically, it starts on, the job starts on March 2nd. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you up to date on the job. There'll be a report on that. The first few days on the job are going to be, it's going to be they're going to be long days, and there's going to be, some just probably me sitting in front of the camera talking, but that's okay. We'll figure it out from there. Yeah, I'm excited too. This is going to be. I'm looking forward to this job. This is going to be a lot of fun. You know, Laura, I'm being a little bit quiet about what specific the job is. The only thing I'm really saying is that it's in the manufacturing field because I can be kind of general in that way, but I don't want to go into any more detail because I don't want the trolls getting wind of it. I see the new Star Wars Rise of Skywalker movie. Is that the one that's out now? And if so, no, I didn't. I don't know. I might pick it up on DVD or Blu-ray when it comes out, but I don't go to movies in the theater that much. I used to a lot when I was younger, but not so much anymore. Any more things to do. All right. Well, we've been going for 2 hours now. It's been in two different parts because of our little technical problem earlier today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it now. I got a new video coming up in a little less than 4 hours. So if you haven't had a chance yet, go out and check out Angela's YouTube channel. It's called The Ange Endeavor. And subscribe if you haven't. Go check it out. It's got some good videos. Also, go look at the Escaping the Mouse Facebook page. I'm interested in looking at that myself. We're up to 43 viewers on that. So go check that out and join because I'm going to put some exclusive content up there. So anyway, that's all I got today. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Good night, everyone.